Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Back from my holidays. I'm just going to go straight into it. I'm really not feeling it today. Like, these holidays is, I was excited to get back to work, but anyway, let's crack on. So I was going to do 3, but I think I'm only going to do 2 this afternoon. I might do the 3rd one later in the week. So, but I took the Thermomix away with me and I just wanted to unpack it with you so you can see. So if you do have a TM7 and you do feel like you do take it places lots, you can buy this bag from the mix shop. I think it's about $100. So I just wanted to unpack it while you were watching to show you. So that's while you were all watching. So that's the base. Not sure if I put that upside down, Miss Jean. And it all just packs in here nicely. So there's the Verona. I packed the chopping board. And I packed me 2. I didn't use it. I just couldn't be bothered to get it out. Me 2 spatulas, and then the bowl. So it packs in there nice and neatly. So if you do find that you're wanting to take your TM7 on holidays or just to your friend's house one night, or you find you take or camping or on holidays, yeah, $100. I've earned that, but you can buy that from the mix shop. So I thought I'd just show you. And this is heavy, heavy, heavy. Oh. You just unpack it. Just gotta make sure when you unpack it, the cord's not underneath, affecting the scales. So I'm doing brown rice salad. That's a tin of tuna that goes in it, so that's going to be a nice, not sure my lunches or dinner. Let's get this turned on. I'm going to be steaming today, so I'm going to have to move that out to there. So sorry if you can't see the TM7. It's another hot day. Super salmon salad is the second dish. So first dish is brown rice salad. I've cooked that a few times. I really, really like it. I just wanted something simple but healthy this week for my lunches and dinners. So I might do the brown rice salad in this one. So we'll start with the brown rice. The brown rice salad, we'll start with that, and then I'll move on to the salmon. Alright, so the rice salad. So prep time 20 minutes, takes an hour to cook. That's why I wanted to get that started. So we need 2 whole eggs. So we put them in the Verona dish. And then it says weigh in the zucchini, carrots, now I did a shop online this morning and picked it up this afternoon, and they've substituted some stuff, so we'll just have to roll with it. So instead of zucchinis, I've got squash, which I'm happy with that. That doesn't really faze me. But we just chop all that up. Like I said, here's a hot one today. Another hot one. So these are going to cook when the brown rice is cooking. So sort of all in one And then the stem, so like I said, I've cooked this brown rice one before. It's just like a, I don't know, healthy fried rice. And then my third meal that I've got for the week, it's a sweet potato salad type thing. I'll just get some, I don't know, steaks or something. Maybe cook that Wednesday and Thursday, I'm not sure. Not sure. Let's do all this carrot. Anyway, so yes, I've had a week's holiday. It's been great. Holidays are great, aren't they? They always go too quick. It's good. What has all been up to? What have you been cooking? Anyone that jumps on and repeat, just if you've you know, you're one of my clients, you've bought a TM7, let me know what you've been cooking lately, or let me know what you'd like me to cook to maybe inspire you to use yours. We could even do a cook along one day if you wanted to do that. We could do it by Zoom. We could do it just by this and you just sit and watch. Really not fussed. I'll come in this afternoon. There's ants on my floor. I don't know if they're like looking for something. So I killed them all. So I didn't find anything. I don't know how this is going to go. Replace of zucchini squash. Anyway. So it was 120 grams of carrots and it wants 280 grams of zucchinis. I'm really not going to measure it. I'm just going to and then I'll spew them because I friggin' replace instead of a red capsicum with a green capsicum. Anyway. So I did have plans to do cocktails, but I just couldn't be bothered while I was away. So anyone jumping on now, I'm doing a rice, it's rice salad. I'll put the recipes up when I take some photos or something. I'll put it, add it onto those so you can, if you can't find it, on Cookidoo. But this morning, laying in bed, I just jumped on, planned what I wanted to cook, put across into shopping. I have found you've got to go into Woolworths because it's only Woolworths. Go to Woolworths first, sign in, then go back to the Cookidoo app and then press keys. Might weigh this one. Yeah, so you just make sure you sign into the Woolies app first, then go back to your Cookidoo and press shopping, and then it comes across back to the Woolworths app, and that opens up, and then you can then swap out. It chooses stuff. you can swap it out and change it to what you prefer to use. What's it doing? That's free. That was weird. So brown rice salad. Set that aside. Next, water. So the salmon one I'm a little bit excited for, just different, it's raw salmon that I'm Alright, so now, now the weighing the rice. So 250 grams of brown rice. Rinse it, mix rice with spatula. Rinse it. That's your trick if you're ever doing rice in the Thermomix. When I first got my Thermomixes, I stuffed it up, didn't cook it for ages, thought it was stupid. Alright, so the rice is in water, rice, lid, varoma, which I've got, the vegetables, and 2 eggs. Do we want to put more eggs in? I think I might. I'll do 4 eggs. So put them on top. Next. So it's going to cook it for 21 minutes. Now let's do the salmon one on here while that's cooking. Alright, start cooking. Place it where? It actually just wants it in there. I think it's going to cook for a while too. Right. So, quinoa. What was I saying? During the week I was talking to my friends who I was with and trying to correct words that I say wrong. Alright, so 100 grams of that, 250 grams of water, wants the lid on and it wants sitting basket on top. Next, 15 minutes. So what I might do is preview recipe details, and I'll go through and get stuff ready for the next step. I was a good girl and I've been out to my garden and I've got some fresh herbs, so basil, chives, some mint and parsley to go in these two dishes. So I've got them. Oh, it's a hot one. Alright, so when that's cooked, it's going to ask for the parsley and the lemon. So that's the mint, and that's the mint. That goes in. Parsley. And flat leaf parsley is like coriander, I reckon. It's hard to grow, I reckon. So this gets chopped up and then goes on the salmon. How good's that? Don't forget to just say hello. I can see people have watched, but I don't know who, unless you say hello. That must be a privacy thing. Alright, that's done. So I've got brown rice in the back one, and I'm doing a super salmon in the front, TM6. So half a lemon zest, we can do that. Lemon zester. So February's about to run out. If you wanted to get yourself a nice host reward, $25 for the thermo servers, a bargain this month, I'd have to say. Alright, so parsley, garlic chili. So I've cooked the brown rice before, done it a few times. Found it a couple of years back. Just find it a nice meal prep for lunches. And the super salmon I've never cooked before. So it's going to be interesting. It cooks the salmon in the steaming basket. In the varoma. The varoma is that bit that goes on top. Okay, we've got happy in the back one over there. Alright, garlic, chili. How much chili do I want? Definitely going to de-seed it. Do it all. So I hope I'll use that lemon. So olive oil. Alrighty, so then we do the salmon. Once the salmon's cooled, we want to place the capsicum, onion and cucumber. The feta, basil, mustard, olive oil into the mixing bowl, scrape down, set aside. And then add tomatoes, chives. So I could do you make the salad at the end. So here's one, kale. Oh, don't know how we're going to go with kale, but so it's like the kale is like the lettuce of the dish. Because it wants it thinly sliced. I'll let you know what I think of that. Easy, you could swap this out, like if you... I've never really had kale, so I just wanted to give it a go. If you've had kale before and it's just like, yeah, nope. You could easily just do this as lettuce. Easy peasy. Alright. And then cucumber, avocado, so that's going in the machine. Tomatoes. Pardon me, sorry. So cut into pieces an avocado. Actually, I should have just used. So I've got them. Just do that. Not measuring, it says what, 300 grams of tomatoes. Avocado. So there's one avocado. Thinly sliced. This is either going to be shit or it's going to be good. Or tweak it. Tweak it to your, if there's something that you don't like. Put things there, swap things out that you do like. Like I think kale would turn people off. But I just wanted to give it a go. You never know. I think I have had kale like once or twice. But it's like fried, not fried, like in a saucepan with oil and garlic. That doesn't look so healthy, what it does. Alright, so, and the chives. A tablespoon of chives, fresh chives, thinly sliced. We might just chop with the scissors. Homegrown. Pretty excited. And it was 2 tablespoons. Again, I'm not measuring. I just cut them out of the garden, chucking them in. Got sage out there, but something's bloody attacked it. I'm spewing. But my basil's going good. So that's going in this recipe today as well. And I love basil. Love it, love it. So how we going? We've got 6 minutes to go on the brown rice. Oh, and then it wants a tablespoon of bitter for a bit of crunch, and 2 tablespoons of the cranberries, which I don't mind putting in because I had it from the. I maybe wouldn't have bought them if I didn't have them. Maybe I wouldn't have. I don't know, but I just had them. So it's like sometimes I look at recipes and go, oh, I've got that, got most of that. Let's cook it. Alrighty, so let's go back to the recipe. So we've got a minute and a half to go on the quinoa, which I'm sure it's going to be asked to go into a bowl. So they're both sort of the same. There's some cooked components to go with it, and then there's like salads, stuff that goes in it. Let's just do a little bit of a clean up. I do want to do some like quick mid-meal, maybe pasta dishes that literally like take a half an hour, just bung it in one bowl and it just cooks and then the whole meal's just done. Alright. Transfer into a large serving bowl and set aside. There you go. So that's going to be added to that salad, but I need it to cool first. So I'll just put it into a bowl. So it can cool before I put it in there. So I was thinking, like, all of this, what I'm making today, actually, I think the third recipe that I'll do later in the week, It's asked for something, I don't know what it is actually. You could easily just do brown rice for all of it and just use all the flavourings of the different recipes. So there you go. There's the quinoa cooked. When that's cooled, making a mess like I always do. Alright, so it wants to clean and dry the bowl. Damn it. We'll just use the other bowl. This is why it's so good having two bowls, and I can't wait for them to bring the second ones in. For the TM7. So excited. Alright, so that asked for the parsley and the lemon. Transfer it in the bowl and set aside. Back in the bowl it was in. That hasn't really chopped it. Let's go again. So the TM6, you just go back and just spin the dial. Because that parsley's so thin, I don't know. Transfer in a bowl, set aside. Now once the garlic and chilli, chopped up before. Chilli, that's half the whole one. Oh, might regret that. Scrape the spatula. So 30 grams of oil, and we're going to obviously saute that. Spinning basket. Two seconds, 120. Next on this, so we set the varoma aside, let the eggs and vegetables cool. And we're cooking the rice for another 15 minutes. So we'll finish with this, I reckon, and then I'll start chopping up the salads. For the rice salad, hello Kim. Oh, things come up. Kim Burns, hello Kim. How you going? You're keeping hydrated, it's very hot today. Got 2 dishes going today. I've got brown rice in my TM7 and I've got super salmon salad in the TM6. Never ever cooked the salmon dish. I've done the brown rice salad a lot of times, lots and lots and lots. Just been on holidays for a week, so I think I did good with eating. I think I did good for holiday mode. Not too bad. So we're just sauteing some onion and chilies in this one. I've done half the salad already. So I think then this goes on the salmon. I've done the brown rice salad, but it cooks the eggs and the vegetables. Then you let that cool. With the brown rice, you let that cool. And then you add some more fresh ingredients. It's delicious. Transfer in the bowl with the lemon and the parsley. Set aside, without rinsing the bowl, 100 grams of water, 100 mils. Just doing some meal prep for the week. Alright, so now place the aroma. So I need the one. So it wants the salmon in. I don't know if you've got, if anyone's out there that's got the TM6 or TM7, you can do this in. I done my shopping this morning in bed before I got up, so I could do a click and collect when I got home. I was only just down Newcastle, I was only at Swansea, I wasn't far. And then come home and unpacked and do all the great stuff from being away. Not too bad. 6:09. Alright, now it says cover the salmon with the lemon. So if I put that underneath, big hunk of chilli will get rid of that, eh? Oh. So that wants to go on the salmon. So in here's chili, garlic, parsley, oil that we've sauteed them, parsley and some oil. We're going to steam that, I take it. Oh. So cover them. Secure the lid, and that's going to cook for 14 minutes. Being very, very careful with this chili. So I have got a third dish I'm going to cook this week, and it's sweet potato something salad. Sorry, I can't remember. Cannot remember. But we've got 13 minutes to go in that, and we've got 8 minutes to go in the TM7. But let's have a look. We'll go steps ahead. And we can start building that salad. So it wants pitted olives, so 100 grams of pitted olives and 100 grams of pickled cucumbers. Just gonna half the olives. Man, I'm loving olives. Isn't it weird? I hated them before. Hated them. Oh, I've got capers. I was going to try capers. I don't know if I should. Got a busy week ahead, so that's why I really wanted to get in and get my meal prep done, so I didn't become lazy and just grab stuff. And this is the first dish that I had that used these, and I absolutely love it. Love them in salads. And we just slice these up. So this second bowl, I'm just starting to build up the rice salad. A tin of tuna goes in that one, and we're going to have cooked salmon in that one. So I'm going to love it or hate it on that salmon one. Actually, I'll have it for dinner tonight, actually. I'll plate it up and do all that fancy stuff. So don't forget to give me a bit of a thumbs up to say that you're watching it later on. If you've got any friends that are interested in the TM7, just share my page with them, and they can just sort of have a bit of a look-see before they maybe do, like, put an action into place to buy one. Just mixing up this quinoa to, still a bit warm. Now I've got it all over my fingers. Alright, 3 minutes to go. I've ordered my new lid. Actually, I think it's at the post office. I got a couple of parcels come while I was away. So I'm excited to pick them up tomorrow. And I've got some stuff that I've earned. Alright, so pickles go in, drain the rice, tuna. So all this just goes in separately. So it wants lemon juice, optional. Use the zest, so I might as well use it. Alright, lemon juice.
Oh.
The tuna. You know what it's asking for? Drain, broken, and then it's asking for olive oil. I won't do that. Just don't strain it, just use all the oil that's in there. Flavour. That's the mint. Chuck that in there. So the rice goes in, the cooked vegetables goes in. rinse with cold water. We can do that. Just let that drain a little bit. Sorry. So there's the rice. Like I said, it's a healthy version of fried rice. And yeah, as I can see, I thought this might be a bit small. So I've got 2 salads going at the moment. The rice salad, which is here. And I think in the last time I cooked this, like just when I go to cook it, eat it for lunch, I might just do a little bit of mayo on top of it, salt and pepper, bit of mayo. Next, so I've done the olives and the cucumbers. Next, drain the rice, done all that. Combine with spatula, taste. Peel the eggs and cut them up and slice them on top. And it says garnish with sliced egg and tomatoes. What these tomatoes are for. So just some tomatoes. On top with the egg. How good's that? That is a healthy salad. Done. Look at that. Delicious. That will be either I reckon my lunches for this week. Done. We've got 40 seconds to go with the salmon. Which I've started. Done that. Yeah, that's cool. I reckon I can chuck that in. This is super salmon salad. Healthy. But the dressing sounds really nice. Alrighty. So it says let that cool, dry the bowl. That's really annoying. Running out of bowls. We'll see. Let's just check to see that salmon's cooked. I don't think. Yeah. Alright, so once that's cool, now we're going to do the salad for dressing. where it's saying it's going to get disappointing because it asked for red capsicum and I got substituted with green. But anyway, cut into 8s. Onion, half a red onion. See, now this is where I'm tempted to put the other half in the other dish. Or do I just put it all in this? I'm just going to put it all in this one. This is the bit I'm a bit iffy about. Let's just go with it. So it's asking for this cut into quarters. It's going to chop it. The feta. This is where it gets exciting. Feta, 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 feta. It's 100 grams of feta. Basil. And I cooked, and I made this basil. I didn't cook it. I grew it. Pretty excited. Pretty excited. It was really, it's really going well. Basil, basil, basil. Dijon mustard. Get off. We need to pour some more of that. Apple cider vinegar. Tablespoon. I need to buy more of that too. Olive oil, 30 mils. Oh yeah. Okay, that was 20. Oh yeah. That's 30. Keep on forgetting I took the pourer thing out of that. Parsley. Salt. Black pepper. Cross your fingers. This is going to be interesting. Scrape down sides. Wow. Oh. There you go. Oh no, this is what I've already done. Go back. Scrape down the sides of the mixing bowl spatula. Add the tomatoes. Oh, and the avocado. and the chives. And I was going to chop it in there. Anyway, be different because I've already pre-done it. I was trying to be clever. But it actually goes in there and gets chopped. And then it gets all tipped over the kale that I've got in there. And then the salmon goes on. So I'm thinking with the kale, hopefully it holds up. And it doesn't matter that I've put the salad dressing on for the week. I'll let you know how I go, how many days I can get out of it. But we mix that up. This is actually going to do, this is going to be my dinner tonight. So I'll have this for dinner tonight. And I think I'll let the salmon cool a little bit more. So the salmon's got to be added to that, and then the eggs have got to be added to the done the rest of it. Oh, and add the remaining 50 grams of feta. You know what? I'm just going to add the whole lot. Well, I have 50 grams of feta left in the cupboards, in the freezer, fridge. There you go. Let me know. So the salmon's got to go on top of that. I'll plate it up, take some photos, clean this mess up. Thanks so much for watching. I've got some dates for Thursday. You could get a demo in to try and get a pick. There's 5 things to pick from. If you're interested, let me know. And then a new month with new deals. Pretty excited. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Hey, Patricia, I'll see you Tuesday. Actually, I need to talk to you. I might give you a ring. Bye.